Like, look at the amount of targets I have here. I see the Kiriko, the Moira, the Reaper. Like, even if I just stay high ground, even just waste the time for 10 seconds, it is more value than jumping down here. Like, this is absolutely terrible. Stay high ground, don't get greedy for no reason. Hello YouTube, welcome to today's video. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to today's Sojourn server watch review. I think it's number 24 now. And we have played lastly a beautiful draw on Paraiso. I have no idea how to pronounce the map, don't at me. And let's see what I could have done better or different. I am number 11. We set the timer back. And turn off the voice. And let's go. Did it not save?
Ready for battle.
It indeed not save. Okay. So we have Orisa, Anna, Mercy, Genji. So basically two kind of aggressive, two supports can play aggressive, and also tanks that can run aggressively forward. And of course the Mercy also supporting aggression. So basically the entire team just creates chaos basically, that's what's going on mostly. Also with anti-nade also fits. So we can expect that we can just get chaos. So my plan here was to jump up and then drop down instantly, but as then I saw that Genji jumped with me and Mercy as well, so I decided to stay up instead. Wasted my shots and abilities. And here I actually managed to pressure the enemies before my tank is here, but I kinda really risked dying, so this was a little bit too risky in hindsight. I should have done that a little bit safer. Trying to find angle here, and I get punished because I got aggressive again ahead of my tank. Should have just waited for my tank, honestly. It felt like there were also many squishy targets, and if I do something here, someone else should be able to do something else. But no one did something else. And I was just running ahead of, like, Orisa tried to keep up with me and she ran to me, but then I just jumped away. Then she ran to me, but then I died. So I kind of dragged my team behind me. And because I was resing here, Anna was also at risk of dying. So I nearly, despite the res, I still nearly lost this one at this point. Orisa was stuck in a trap. Then when she was standing, doing nothing. Dodged the soldier. Again, jump into a horse. Try to find angle on anything really. Running straight on the point. Get back to cover. Okay. Mr. Railgun. Mr. Railgun. I failed to jump up there. Hit the Railgun. And we won the point. No, not we, but rather my team. This res is good for us, it wastes more of the enemy's time. So it's good for us. It just increase the speed. There shouldn't be much happening. The enemy is being too aggressive, but my team not there, so I do not push up too much. And here again I push ahead of my team. And now again. Genji is in, yes, but Genji can dive out. The space Genji creates is too volatile. Genji has deflect, he can dash out. I might have a problem. Kinda works out. It's also kinda okay because I have the Mercy pocket and you know the way out is kinda in slide range, so go around this corner. Maybe there's a health pack, so there are ways. So it is risky, but I don't know if it's too risky, honestly. And here totally failed. Completely failed. And my Mercy died for my sins. Unlucky. Waiting for Mercy. A little bit mistake because my team's actually fighting. I didn't expect them to be fighting that intense while nothing was happening. Not much to do here. Okay, this ult is interesting. We have just killed the enemy horse. But we are also not regrouped, right? What is this actually? I do not know who this belongs to. Who lost his leg? Anyone missing a leg? What is this? Huh. I kinda think the ult is okay. From a feeling, it's even now. I think it's okay ult. I don't know if it was strictly necessary to win the fight, but it makes us win the fight faster. But now we die regardless because I didn't kill the correct targets. But we have a fighting chance. Both enemy ults got only one target each. That's good for us. And maybe my teammate can clutch this one out. Run randomly to a horse. That was kinda unlucky in one sense, but also not unlucky in the other sense that I kinda just ran again behind the enemy team. Why? Just go to this high ground instead and include the Junkrat. Or just drop to your team. Like, go this high ground, jump across, go this high ground, right? Why do I need to go into this narrow space against Narissa, Zenyatta, Junkrat? They just need to shoot forward and I randomly die. Like, and they keep doing it. Like I did the second time, and why? There was no necessity. I could have wanted... Like, it's always this portion of the map, right? It's literally a Paraiso thing. Like, I do not want to fight here against enemies that have high ground. I do not want to do it. So I try to do everything to avoid it, and the most obvious way is to just go high ground yourself, right? But it's kinda a trap for me. Yeah, should not have fallen into the trap again. So really on Paraiso, I should not go this strange routes. Go with your team. If you can go high ground, to do it, but don't kind of try to force it. Like... This was all fine, we had good cover usage, we had positioning so we could see something, that's not a tank. We engage with our team. Our team is here this time, so this is different from the previous ones. Because our tank is actually here and the Mercy is actually here and the Genji is actually here. So this is different than the ones before. Even though it looks very similar, it is not the same situation. And if your gameplay relies on your tank being there, watch my previous self-watch review, adapt to what your team is actually doing, not to what you think it should be doing. Right? So I should adapt to where is my team actually going and then go to the off angles which my team allows me to go to and not actually going somewhere I'm not allowed to. And honestly, if I wouldn't have a team, I should have stopped here. Because then I can fall back. It's just an off angle, it's not so critical, I have high ground, it's not so straight to reach, it's a long path. But I'm also not very effective on this route. It's just really to slow them down a little bit. Here I think again we should have just pressured the enemy horse with our team. There's no reason here to split. Let's make it awkward for my supports to heal. So I decide to push the payload instead. I think there's not much else happening, so I speed it up a little bit. Usually I'm not a huge fan of DPS pushing the payload. I tried it here, and I still do not like it. I don't think that's a viable play. I would rather have the Ana be on payload, and the DPS be positioned forward so Ana can actually support you. I think this is still the better way. Then you just play like this corner, and then Ana can push the payload and support you. So all players do something. But if Ana plays here and pokes enemy, then the DPS on payload like me can't do anything. Really. I'm not on high ground, I can't pressure anything. That's... Seems that I have to get out, this is correct. Now we just regroup. Okay, maybe this was a little bit far. Let's watch this again. So here we are with our team, we are nearly regrouped, but what you don't see is supports. Right? Supports are not here yet. We pressure the enemy Zarya quite a bit. Here we have a strong angle from the side, but they still get the kill on the Genji. I think this is mostly an Narissa problem. There is no reason why she didn't walk forward. Okay, I think the ult is also correct. Because my Mercy is currently in the process of resting, so she really can use the space to rest the Genji. And we have an angle to the Junkrat which we could have killed, and we had the easy access, and we had escape options, we had engagement options, so I think this was a good ult. In general, I have to peek here the entire team. Why do I not just shoot the Zarya or the Soldier? Why do I need to peek the Baptiste? The answer is because Baptiste is an easier target while he jumps, that's why I went for the Baptiste. But I kind of failed everything here. So the execution was really terrible. The plan was good, but the execution was just terrible from aim-wise, basically. And I know he's there. I want to shoot the tire, and my railgun's about to run out. You saw it already started ticking down. So then I instead opted to jump up and try to railgun it up here. Maybe surprise him while going in. It is kind of unlikely because, of course, he has again the third person vision. But maybe he got greedy and drove past me and tried to explode some other teammates, and then I would have an opportunity to shoot it. Like this, I still traded only 1 kill, so I think this is still okay. There was a chance for a good play, right? And I tried to take it. I think it's fine.
I'm not a fan of setbacks.
But now the game stepping without me, they use a graph into a 5 vs 4. But they prevent our regrouping with it. So that was rather a mistake from my team to keep going in. And until we arrive here, 2 teammates are dead and we are out of resources, so there is nothing to be done. So we just try to get out and regroup again, but Mercy kind of fails to get out. So don't be fully AFK while you regroup, still try to keep off the enemies from killing your teammates, but don't suicide yourself. So find the thin line in between. The line's not so thin, it's very sick, but yeah, here I really want to go high ground. I honestly asked my team to go high ground, but then Orisa started to go high ground, but then said, no, let's still go low ground. And here I really do not know why. Like literally, I feel like this is a hard throw. And I don't think it should have followed my tanks there. I think they would have done nothing with following my tanks there. So here again I have at least access to some shots and I try to execute them. Get a kill on the enemy tank. That is good. And now this is just clean up, right? Full setting still on payload social combatants in general. Better is to run around it. Dodge the soldier ult as good as we can. Okay, luck headshot on the Zarya. I will just try to headshot everything. That kind of worked out. Not too bad. So I feel like this was somewhat okay for performance from our side. It didn't look too gross from decision-wise and such things. Like execution-wise, like the aim was really not there. But it's also not for me at least not such an easy fix that I can just do one thing like, to know, slow down your aim and track more or something, or have better cross placement, or the easy fixes, or better movement. It feels like I don't have an easy fix already now. Maybe I also just do not see it. I should have done more here. Like my tank is really about to die. I should have done more here. Like I have really low ult charge compared to everyone else. But at the same time, it's really only Junkrat on the enemy team. Well, and also my Ashe, but they have mercy boost, right? So this pressuring the Junkrat really did nothing. But I cannot pressure any supports, and there is no easy access to anything here, honestly. The orb was kind of terrible. I would have loved it to be here, not here. But again, this is not such big of a difference that it makes or breaks fall. We saw the Reaper going through, so we dropped down to engage the Reaper. I kind of like to contest Reapers with Sojourn. But because while we were doing so, we heard our main tank die, we went aggressive and for an off-angle, because there was no contesting here, so we had an access to the backline and we got a kill with it. And unlucky that we run into the roadhog, like after killing the backline and the enemies engaged here, kinda was stuck a little bit on. In hindsight, I should have gone high ground. This was the route to go. Yeah, so I went in the wrong direction because this is where the enemies want to go. They don't want to take this detour, but it means I want to take the detour. And then I missed the easy shot on Junkrat with 1 HP. Also, yeah. I get him in the end with the last suicide attempt, dying on his bombs, but I would have died anyway. Yeah, I tried to die to Reaper even. So they wasted time, but I still got the Junkrat. So this is kind of a winnable situation for my team. So I kind of did the best I could, I think, so that is fine. Like again, not very clean execution, but you know, I take what I can. Here we call us a Roadhog on the back. Honestly, I kind of called it a Roadhog, and you see Orisa also turn around, but kind of doesn't manage to spear him down or charge him with a swirl. And Mercy also completely fails to realize that there is a Roadhog coming up. I mean, even if you don't hear voice chat, like, you cannot tell me that a Plat player is not hearing this Roadhog next to him, her, whatever. Like, this was really strange and unlucky. But luckily we survive, and luckily the enemies are really all bunched up in this small corridor. Like, the supports could save the Roadhog, I'm sure of it. Like, just Moira Fate or Kiriko blink, and then they could go to here or something, and then support, and then they can hook something down and whatever. But they failed, so we just have to take it slow. Kinda call out there are enemies left, so I try to engage them. And we get kills for that, this is good. It was not overly aggressive for that, so I'm not suiciding to get this. They have new tanks, new DPS, so I have to back off to check what they have. But there is a bob, so I back in again. Going high ground against Reapers is okay. Again, especially with the bob in the back. I'm really not sure why we did not engage on the bob. Like, this feels like such a waste. Like, bob is there, soldiers there on high ground. Just go your right side. It's not so open, and you have the very strong crossfire. That was all correct, but we cannot get support here. Completely mess up my railgun and then jump in aggressively, and Orisa completely ignores me again. Like, why? Why do I always get ignored? You have your gold skin and your spear. Like, come on. Your Orisa... Man, your Sojourn's trying to do stuff. But yeah, back to my mistakes. Of course, the mistake was there was absolutely no need to jump to low ground here. Like, look at the amount of targets I have here. I see the Kiriko, the Moira, the Reaper. Like, even if I just say high ground, even just waste the time for 10 seconds, it is more value than jumping down here. Like, this is absolutely terrible. Stay high ground, don't get greedy for no reason. Like, if I hit a shot, and then I see a target, a low HP target running around the corner, which I can reach easily and fast, and there are no other threats, then you can go for it, obviously. But there's no such thing here. I missed everything, and I jumped in front of the enemy main tank, supported by both his supports and his full HP Reaper. Like, how in the world is this supposed to get any value? Like, this is a hardcore suicide. For some reason, Reaper still resformed, which is probably the best thing that could have happened here in this situation, considering my fail. But that was really a hard fail. This dropping from high ground is really a hard fail. Yeah, so if you just look at this situation, we are ulting here, right? And even like we had previously adapted to what your teammates are doing and not what they actually adapt to what your team is actually doing, not what you expect them to do. So I would now expect my Orisa to just go forward a little bit and help me contest this, or from the right side room. Right, there's also a room there. Why? Because Orisa is her own cover. She doesn't need anything else mostly. And from here, I have easy sidelines. I can snipe the Kiriko once. She needs to go to cover and is away from the team. I can snipe the Moira, she fades out to the left side, leaves her team alone. I can snipe the Reaper, he can't do much anyway, but it also kind of forces him to use cooldowns, wait for supports. That's really anything I hit, really anything, provides me enough value here, especially considering it's a 5 and 4. I didn't have to ult anyway. The entire ult is garbage. Like, as I always say, in defense, you try to lose as slowly as humanly possible. You don't want to have fast teamfight wins and fast resets. No, you lose as slow as possible. Like, kill the Junkrat, and then don't suicide. Look at that. So even now it's 4 and 4. Look how slow the enemies are in going back into the point. Well, now ults go down, so they try to speed up by using ults. Which is an okay chance, it's 4 and 4, but we invest in ults, they invest in counter ult. Kinda risky, but you can go for it. Yeah, you see how slow that is. Imagine I would use my ult now. Look how much value I would have gotten if I would use ult now. I mean, we compare now me being dead to me being in this furthest away corner the entire team fight and just spamming frontline. Look how stupid this gameplay would be. I would just stand here and spam, but it would be better than what I have done. Just standing here spamming front would have been better than my actual gameplay. And that is the level of throw I have done. Literally play sniper or Sojourn with a primary fire would have been a better play. Like I don't know, can I find a more stupid angle here? Yeah, let's go with low ground. Like standing here in the back of this table and shooting here forward would be a better service for my team than what I have done. And now imagine, after all this stupid game, I mean, we can scroll back. Like, I'm standing here doing nothing. Oh, now I shoot a Sigma. Now I should spam at a random Moira Kiriko from this distance. I do nothing, but I spam them. Do 1-2 tickles of damage. Spam a little bit the Reaper. You know, and they just, oh, there's some spam fire coming from the side. Nothing much. You know? But now I see, oh, there's actually a Moira, a Reaper without res, a Kiriko that may just ported. You know, maybe I press Q now. Okay, then I press Q and I go here and then I shoot bam, 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 bam. Something will hit from bam, 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 bam. But 2-3 shots will hit. It doesn't matter how good or bad you aim. I mean, Kiriko is a body shot kill, right? Reaper has no res. One headshot kill, he's dead, and body shot, he's 1 HP. Right? Like a few hits on Sigma, so he does not chase my team so hard. I don't know. A few hits on Jungle, so he doesn't throw bombs. It really doesn't matter. Like, anything would have been better than what I have done. That was the hard throw of the game, really. Like I ult into a 5 versus 4. Like I should need to consider the state of the team fight and what my target is. If you are defending, like I need to be more aware of what I want to do, and I really need to be a little bit more aware of the kill feed. Like this awareness would have been enough for like silver, maybe low gold. But I'm playing on plat 3, I want to get to diamond, back to diamond, and after diamond I want to get to masters. Like, I have the ambition to get to masters and deliver this crap. That is not going to fly, my dudes. I need to really get this kill feed reading to next level. I need to get the like objective status reading to next level. Understanding, am I attacking, am I defending? Do I want to win fast, do I want to win slow? Do I need to use ults to rather clutch and lose a little bit slower? Do I need to use ults to win hard and fast in the beginning? Like, this question I really need to answer myself. So the training for today will be really just to first, like, it will be a 2-thing training. Usually I don't like this. Usually I want to have one card, one topic, but it's kind of like a little bit combined. Like, understand what is your win condition for the current objective of the map. Like even if you're pushing the robot, you're kind of defending. As long as you're pushing, you want to lose slow because you're pushing basically. And if you're ahead, the enemy is all the timer, because if the timer runs out, you win. So you're kind of defending. It doesn't matter if it's this game mode or the push mode or the King of the Hill game mode. It's all the same question. Like, am I defending? Do I want to lose slow? Am I attacking? Do I want to win fast? Right? And then for both situations, understand when is my ult actually required. Like, if you are attacking, try to use your ult fast and hard. So get your ult. Get to an off angle where you see one target where you have an attempt to kill something fast, and then go for your ult. It's best as first in the team fight, because before the enemies can retaliate. Because if the enemies retaliate into a 4 versus 5, they kinda already screwed a little bit. So if you get the first kill, that's really, really awesome. But if you're defending, kind of try if you can just kite back. If your team is kiting back, really orient with a forward team and then really kite back. And then if you're getting pressure too much, you feel like, oh, this is getting out of hand, then ult. And rather risk, I would say, to lose a little bit but lose slower than to win fast. Like, if I ulted there, we kill Junkrat, and then I ult, yeah, what does my ult do? Yeah, well, we win harder, we win faster. So even if the ult would have succeeded, not completely suicided, I would just win faster. But I do not gain anything from winning faster. I gain something from winning slower. Right? So as long as I have any advantage, I do not need to push the advantage. Like, literally, if I have my ult and I'm defending, and I kill one instantly, I should not kill the second one until the end of my ult. Right? Delay the second kill as much as you can. Would even better if I do not kill over the rest of the 4 enemies, but kill only one, and after time kill the second one. So right when the first one respawns, you kill the next one, so they stagger longer, right? That is the the player want here. Okay, but I think that is a good topic to train. I thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me live on stream or streaming on Twitch, where you can also see the implementation of the theory we see here. If you want to see the execution, join me on Twitch. And see you next time. Bye bye.